Hello, I'm Allie Barraza. I'm sure many of you have begun to notice the environmental problems our world is beginning to face. Some of these problems may include inflation. You may notice that gas prices are going up or food at your grocery store is beginning to rise. This may be due to because of the supply and demand law. The world is beginning to have too many people to support, and we are beginning to reach our carrying capacity. The population is starting to affect our economy, and we are now beginning to use up more natural resources than ever before. Precious things such as soil, oxygen, and water are all being used due to the excess amount of people on the world today. The problem for fixing this is very simple. However, we must all play our part in getting to this goal if we want to create a sustainable future for our kids and future generations to come. A lot of things are causing the world population to rise. The first thing is the technological advance of modern medicine and more sanitary living spaces. Disease is less prevalent, and doctors are now beginning to understand the human body more, and people are beginning to live longer. In the prehistoric age, people normally only lived to be around 33 years old, and now in modern age this is nearly tripled, and people are beginning to live to the ripe old age of 80. Another cause for the world population to rise is immigration. People are now finding that it's easier to move from country to country, and visas are now available to almost anyone if you have the money. People are finding that they can move to a better country to create a better life for their family and to build a more sustainable future. This may be great for immigrants and people for now, but not greater for the world as a whole. Many things can be done to stop the world population from taking over the world. The first thing is getting a good education on safe sex and contraceptives. This may be great for countries such as the U.S. who have a large government fund and are able to provide free services such as Planned Parenthood and other companies like this. However, in lower developed countries, the birth rate is highest because they have a lack of education there, and the use of birth control is very low and it's slim to none. Also, another thing that can help is by giving women more equal rights. If a woman has a job, she is less likely to have kids at an earlier age and will prolong having birth until she is nearly in her mid-30s, putting her career first and kids later. This can help lower birth rate. Countries like China are already beginning to put a cap on the number of children they can have. A limit of 2 children is put on each household, and if they exceed more than 2 children, they are taxed and can be kicked from the country. I believe that many other countries should start doing this. This type of fertility is called replacement fertility, where the parents only replace their spouse and them. If we want to create a more sustainable future, we need to start doing this as well. We need to change the world if we want to see future generations prosper just as we have. I hope you have learned something from this speech, and thank you for listening. Yay.